All right, I think we waited long enough. What is Gucci? Greatest Outcast here for a lovely Sunday. I'm not liking how I'm starting this off. I'm looking at my bitrate and it is unstable. It is saying it's stable. It hasn't changed to green. It's been pretty much 6 minutes. Um, all right, just hearing my stream on my phones. Audio sounds good. It seems like it's fluent. Not too sure if the game is gonna be choppy or not. But yeah, I'm really not digging this. But today, this is a day of rest. No plans really. I just wanted to, just play some video games. Well, I guess the first thing we can do is finish up Disco Elysium. I left that hanging after, hours of waiting and then coming back to having my game totally freeze up at my stream. It was horrible. Bad news all around, but hey, no, that is okay. That is okay. Because now we're here. We're going to continue where we left off, talking to one final suspect here on the third island next to this hard ass old fort back in the day. All right, let me refresh my Twitch one more time. Yeah, it is still red. Okay, let's cross our fingers here because I don't know. Still saying red, not changing. Uh, all right, let's do it to it. Ah, Kim, how's it going? How's it going, Kim? Look at our old man here next to the fireplace by himself. Hey, you, good sir. We need to have a chat.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth,
E.
then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours. Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp.
Are you the fire guy? You've retained your eyesight. Did you close the blast door? Let's start off with, are you the fire guy?
The what now?
Did you
I
recently...
can't hear you.
Ah, interrupted him. Did you recently tell two kids to put out the fire? Two twins?
I may have. All sorts of little rats have come sniffing around, trying to give up the position.
Hey, now, let's not call some twins rats here. They might be delinquents, but let's not call them rats.
The position sounds like a hiding place.
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up.
Bourgeoisie, indeed, indeed. You got your eyesight, yo.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see all the shit.
Oh, that good shit. Right, Ken?
A shudder of disgust passes his right side. His left side remains motionless.
And, did you close the blast door by chance?
I did.
Alright.
And you opened it. How?
Because I went inside, dummy. So what I'm gonna do is change the titles now. I wanted to start off with the games and demo, but now that we start off disco, we can change up the titles every now and then. People might just be like, "Oh no, I'm getting spoiled right off the bat," but it's too damn bad. I feel the generator when the then used to council. No shit.
I should have burned that console down.
Shakes his head. Got too greedy, man. How'd you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
Nice.
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
Kim, it was not rock and roll. It was sad FM.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness. A weapon of the bourgeoisie.
You keep on saying that word like it means something.
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate, hip gyrating, mental illness music.
Hey, you ever heard the hardcore music, the music or the future that will never be type of shit? It's real nice.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
Oh, what kind of job we talking? What make of rifle is that exactly? Is that a Bill McGrav?
It's a Triangong 446.
Oh, would you look at that? I see my bit rate went to green. Beautiful.
Southeast Samaran made. Exotic. Must be defunct too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
A Samaran rifle. How did you get hold of one?
Now Kim wants to join the conversation. Hey Kim, can you let me do the talking, please?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
The Hisinao commune, what?
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk, white from the ball.
His gaze turns inwards.
He's right. Almost no one remembers there was a third metastasis of the World Revolution in the Safre Empire, extinguished in '06.
It's not wiped from the board. I remember it.
They wouldn't like hearing their name in your mouth. Damn dog.
Hey now, don't call me a dog. I need to take that weapon from you now, good buddy. Your weapon has stayed true to you. Mine has stayed true to me. Show him the gun in your hand.
Yes, I bet you've killed a lot of people with it. You fascist fuck.
You know, just about 4 people.
Have you come to make me one of them?
His grip on the rifle tightens. Yes.
His right eye twitches. With what? Fear? Rage?
We have
Death
to
has
ask
come for you.
questions. Nothing more.
The lieutenant put his hands on the holster.
If you do not comply, we will take you in. Do you understand?
Another spitball lands in the ashes. That's all the answer he gives. Oh, huh. You see, you know, he saw the guns, but what he truly saw was a sword. Who didn't go be fast enough? Him aiming to shoot me, or me, gas stabbing him around the chest? That's right, Superstar Tequila Sunset got the moves.
The danger levels here are hard to read. One moment he's a fire, the next, a fire gone out.
Sir, I need you to put down that gun so we can talk further. We're with the police. I'm with the police. You can keep the gun, but keep it down. Now one move. No. I need that gun, buddy.
The lieutenant pulls his pistol from the holster.
Good shit, Kim.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
Oh, is my W freighter rank good enough?
Yell at him now. Loud.
Oh, damn. Put the weapon down now. I am an enemy commander rank. Put it down. Authority 4. Let's check this shit out, dog. Oh, damn. I can't use any more. GG. Kim? Okay, but keep the gun. Do we trust Kim with this? I mean, it's a 58% chance roll. Physical instrument just says yell. You know, let's look at Kim.
The lieutenant aims his pistol square at the man's forehead.
You got this, Kim.
Put it down now, sir.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me.
There's a moment of
To hell with
silence.
it. It's a walking stick anyway.
Drop the walking stick, buddy.
It's out of bullets.
The old man lays the rifle down carelessly, then looks at it lying there.
Like an amputated limb in the sand.
Time to yoink it.
He stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. a strange sadness, like a song.
What did you say? Huh?
The future teaches you to be alone.
Ouch.
The present.
The present.
The present to be afraid and cold.
The old man pulls back the hood of his plastic cape and looks up into the sky. It's blue-gray, the same color as the sea. Those words, the future teaches you.
Real music. Real Brilliant Kult. That's La Revacholière, not your rock and roll misanthropy. Chanson de soldat of the black and whites.
Hey now, let's not be killing rock and roll here.
Marching song.
You lucky that y'all ain't talking about disco. Tequila would be mad killing you.
Forget about that for a moment. You need to address that remark first.
I'm not a misanthrope. I'm a half-dead police officer who's doing his job. Huh. I know a la Revacholière, blah 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 blah. I'm totally butchered it. It's the marching song of the World Revolution.
The job of a shitlicker.
Nice. Yeah, good job, Tequila. Definitely changed the mood there.
There you go. 1 of 3. In Grad, they sang Brave Children, favorites of history. And in Sinyao, it was some Samaran shit, I guess.
How'd it go? That dank song, yo.
How did it go?
He looks at his gun on the ground and shakes his head slowly.
Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
And it doesn't even matter.
He waves erratically with his hand, annoyed that he can't remember. A little tremor passes through him.
Hey, it happens. Let me just pick that up.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire.
But does it feel used?
The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangon, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
Yeah, what the narrator said.
No one said it has to be a Belmagrave. We were just guessing.
The lieutenant does not take his eyes off the old man.
From ballistics, it could easily have been a Triangon, too.
Alright, cool.
It doesn't matter if it was made in Shanti Shanti. All it has to do is use jacketed ammunition. And it does.
And yep, right here. And just like Kim said.
The right type and the right calibre.
Lieutenant nods, glancing at the gun. Stow the gun.
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. Some kind of involuntary response. Something is slightly off with his motorings.
Nah, he needs his gun to be comfortable.
This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession. In time.
Thank you, Rhetoric. Let's start off with the simple basics. Who's you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol.
Damn, quite the title there, sir.
I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
His eyes turn to the reeds again, dead and dull.
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? Your holdover from the...
From the Insulindian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in 07, trained in the École de Contrôle Orient. and consigned to emergency defense duties in '08.
This poor outcast can't leave the island because he's a deserter. One step out there and they want to gut him.
I left my unit on the
Yeah.
eve of the landing.
Abandoned post.
When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
You've been on this island for 43 years? Damn.
No,
Uh-oh.
I've been on other islands too.
So we have proof that you've been moving around.
I was an Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
You said you deserted your unit?
I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too.
A lapse of faith, you say?
You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took
For what?
for reaction to take hold.
It wasn't reaction. You were just afraid.
It's the same thing.
Uh-huh.
You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid.
It remains unclear what it is. He makes leaps he doesn't expect you to follow.
Can you help me out, though, old man?
And this was when?
Looks into his notebook, but does not take it out.
May the 13th, '08. 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
Yeah, this guy lost his damn mind. Dark magic. Boy, what you been hitting?
The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the Flak Tower,
He gestures towards it.
huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
He looks east.
A terrible shame still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame and smallness of what he became.
Ah, so you didn't follow orders.
No. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened at the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring.
He looks at the sky. Hey, I'll give you props for making the noise.
Airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too, shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
In reality. Damn, you seen it so much you've seen it 2 times in reality? That's crazy.
Some kind of great terror, worse than you've ever seen.
Seen what?
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed.
To do the do, huh?
And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know
A lot of what's going on here.
that the bourgeois are not human.
You've lost your mind. I've always expected the same. That's definitely enough now. Say nothing. Let him finish.
I had to. I had to fight it. I had to never stop.
The old man falls silent. His black eyes keep piercing your skin as he looks to some great distance behind you, shaking his head slowly, retreating from it. Ah. And this place, this island, what's up?
It's not an island, Dwat. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender.
No, you're a deserter. You're not a defender. You're not allowed to be a defender. You're, well, as you said before, you're a rat. You're just, held up in a place.
The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the Bay of Revachol. We captured it in '02, retrofitted the fort with an AA gun to defend against an airborne landing. Against the whole world.
You mean the landing, retaking of Revachol?
Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. I later found out on the radio they called it Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone.
First, I'm not one of them. Coalition military. Someone who's come to end this madness. Murderers. I know what you mean. Coalition military.
Iblis,
What?
the black-eyed angel.
Damn, man. I've taken speed. I've taken some radioactive shit. Ooh, what did you take?
Shaitan Ahura, the Darkened One.
Thank you, conceptualization. Even though I still don't know what that means. How'd you survive this whole time?
How does anyone survive? I steal
And what would that be?
supplies, vegetables. I collect rainwater. It's the life of a dog, not a human being.
He coughs once more, then puts his hand on his belly.
How is your health, Mr. Dross?
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, too.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
He does seem frail. Good for his age. More like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer.
DRCM can provide medical services. You need to be looked over.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns.
Well, these toy guns can still kill you.
You also have Druamine.
We have Duramain and other opioid-based painkillers. You must be in pain. Yeah.
I have been running out of that stuff.
A light goes in his eyes. He smacks his dry lips.
There's no way he could manage the pain without them. It's safe to say he is addicted to painkillers by now.
You like that Duramain, don't you? Yeah, you like that good stuff. I feel it, buddy.
It's the little joys. The dark joke. A sunshiny day, morphine.
Morphine. This is a serious conversation. Situation, I mean. How did I even say that out of my tongue? You need to be looked over and we can do it. How have you coped mentally?
I haven't. I have holes in my brain.
What?
Years missing. Others filled with pain only. A decade of...
His eyes roll into the skull and back.
I don't even know what. Inferno?
I also have holes in my brain. You notice the lieutenant is about to say something. I also live in hell.
At least you know it. The traders of this city turned the lights back on in the 30s, after the fighting stopped. Ruins, glittering in the dark like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting.
He looks down at his hands, his face parched from the sun and the wind. There's a wince of pain in there somewhere. How have you concealed yourself all these years?
It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night.
There were posters, campaigns.
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulated. Martinez and Cold City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course. Those fucking kips had Marsov coursing through their veins.
Now, what's wrong with Boogie Street? Boogie, woogie, woogie.
And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequency's dead.
The fight was over. How'd you get in between here and the mainland?
At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city, I stayed underground. Patrols, you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching.
So you were caught before?
In the city, you move underground?
With all those guns?
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I just...
He falls silent, his gaze fixed on the shacks huddled together across the water. The weapon cache under St. Ghislaine 22B point to it in the basement. Have you been there? Now let's go from top to bottom.
I don't want to. They're all traitors.
Fair enough.
Pigs, rabbits, and dogs. Men without ideals are only animals.
But aren't you also an animal, living like a dog, as you said? Stop being a hypocrite. Say, are those weapons, are they yours?
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms in there. Elmer Graves, right?
There were.
Useless now. Rusted away.
They sure are.
So you've been there?
Sleeping. Some nights. Ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however.
Oh, what?
You feel the dots connecting.
Uh-oh.
Little dots on the map he's walked across.
Uh-oh. One by one.
Wait, how did he get down there?
How did you get across the building? It's locked. At least now it is.
I didn't have to. Came in through the storm drains.
Storm drains?
There used to be a system that connected the bunkers, tunnels and such, under the church and everywhere. Most of them are gone now, collapsed, just bricks. All the old infrastructure has...
crumbled. This man had a whole entire underground walkway. No one didn't have to see him. You got lucky for a deserter. So, do you smoke the Tio Mototorio cigarettes?
I do.
Ever smoked them on the mainland?
They're good. Plenty of tar. I like that boy on the pack, too. Reminds me of the last century.
Plenty of tar. Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Smoke me that good tar.
The old man looks across the water at the city, the ruins, the motorways rising above it.
So, you said this is your termless surrender?
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
Kim, you want to answer this? That's right, we're the good guys. We enforce the laws. We keep animals from killing each other. I know what it looks like, but I have secret plans to turn the RCM into Mesovan's revolutionary unit. Huh, nah. We keep animals from killing each other.
You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste d'Insolande.
Oh boy.
Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
Wow. Hear this, cool kid? To free humanity, huh? Was it like that, truly? This communism? Y'all just sad that y'all lost.
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit. Rene, the royalist on the coast, said,
The communards signed their revolutionary instrument of surrender.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have been burned alive. I answer to the Communist Party.
Is that part of why you've been here all this time? Because the party didn't surrender?
he just wipes the blood from his chin.
That's insane. Understood. Honorable. Yeah, honorable.
Honor is a feudal atavism. My motive is class.
Ah, class, huh? Oh, you got schooled, buddy. Time to get out of class, go home. So, you're a communist soldier from the Communist Party.
No,
Army.
I am not a
Fuck.
soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
But you said you were trained and assigned to the Defense Corps.
Trained in historical materialism, then assigned as a political commissar by the party. These things used to mean something.
Wait, what does a political commissioner do?
The old man does not answer. He tilts his silver head and looks at the reeds. You see a small tremor pass through his legs.
His job was to assure the army answers to civilian control and follows the ideology of the commune.
Oh, thank you, Kim.
Scientific communism. A commissaire politique is a knight philosopher of the revolution, a future human.
A future human?
Awakened from shutdown by the promise of ideology.
That means you're a trained communist, right?
He nods slowly. Then another tremor.
Say nothing. And so once again, 43 years. Insanity.
43 years and 10 months.
Ooh. That's steadfast.
It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
The bourgeoisie not being human?
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
He looks across the water.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home. Street lights will soon be lit. Further inland, the streets are alive with workers, men, women, children, Street hawks and migrant laborers. The temperature is steady. Alto cumulus clouds form above Precinct 41. Two police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer inspects a series of burnt black letters splashed across the plaza mosaic.
I didn't do it, I swear.
Patrol officer Judith Minot points west. The fishing village. She glances at her watch. We meet in 15 minutes. It's a 10-minute walk. The officers go, leaving behind the writing, still smoldering. One day, it says, I will return to your side.
Oh shit, I forgot to check my other graffiti on the wall. Damn. Oh well.
Always waiting.
The old man turns his eye from the shore back to you. For what?
For her to return.
Oh boy. For her. This man can read minds.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution.
I come from there, point to the mainland. I assure you that is not what people are planning. I've been there. The city is a tinderbox. It may still happen. I've seen it, shake my head. Capital is too powerful. The rich are very well organized. Women will always betray you. I've seen it. Capital is too powerful. The rich are very well organized.
They have you. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves.
That is true.
The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do.
The rich have run. There's no going back. It's forever fucked, is what he's saying. But I have a serious question.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
Oh, wow. 42. Damn. I couldn't fix that. What have you been using this gun for?
I've used it for killing people.
Oh, wow. Right off the bat. Look at that. You hear that, Kim? Hey, yo. Hey, yo, Kim, you hear that shit? Time to arrest this buddy. It's over. Clock it in. Clock it in, Kim. It's done. We're done here. Oh, shit.
Here we go. A trail of blood. The lieutenant smells it too.
But we're gonna, like, are we gonna actually count that, though? Is Kim gonna be like, that's it, the smoking gun? I feel like he's the type of fuckboy be like, hold it. Wait a minute. Type of guy.
Killing people?
Killing people.
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that.
But you have killed, though.
I've used it to kill people.
Just like that.
Interesting. During or after the war?
Ooh. Yeah, here's the big one.
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
Hey now, buddy. You know Kim didn't mean that. Why don't you tell us for real?
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay.
Oh, is that what logic means? Is that what you're saying? Did he just admit it?
This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. Something you haven't felt in a while.
But what?
This is what you live for. This is the shit.
The shit.
The great serotonin jackpot.
That yummy, yummy victory.
The solution. Go in straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first.
Think you hand-eye coordination?
Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
Get personal. Here we go. So you're saying you killed people after the fighting stopped? Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel? Fuck. A security contractor, colonel? I know you want to tell me. You killed have you killed anyone with that gun in the last week or two? Sorry, hold on a second. He wants to tell you. Going slowly. Alright. Wait, so which one do I say then?
Nothing comes to you. Silence. His black eyes look at you, and in them a chill, like electricity running up your spine,
What?
crawling into your skull.
Nani?
All is not as it seems.
Detective,
The lieutenant turns to you with well disguised impatience. Got you, got you. So did you use that gun to kill a colonel of the security contractor, Colonel?
The who now?
He leans in and cups his ear.
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
We're in, baby. The fascist death squad who took a bullet in the mouth on the night of March 4th. His name was Elias. Don't know how to say his last name. He was part of the secure detail in Martinez. A beautiful, strong man sent by the Honorable Private Military Company. The corpse in crematic armor hanging. I'll say his name.
Oh, yes. That one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
That boy. Oh boy, look at him. No respect.
did you kill him?
A sudden step towards him.
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
A drop of blood in the saliva.
Oh, there is the blood. There it is.
Tear into him. Pile it on him. Everything you got on him. The more, the better.
All right, Half-Light. Time to get to work.
The gun. The murder weapon is the perfect opener. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
The tracks. We've done the ballistics. The shot came from this island, dummy. You're a communist. I talked to the dead man. He told me communism killed him. Yeah, like that's gonna help. Come on, what am I forgetting? Hit yourself in the side of the head. I don't need your cooperation. I got this. We've done the ballistics. It came from here, my friend.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession.
The lieutenant softens his voice. Facts, facts, facts.
You've been here a long time, Mr. Dras. Too long. You clearly need medical aid.
I'm ready to die. I've done my part.
You trying to run away from responsibilities?
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascists for fascists. Done his part.
So, bada bing, bada boom. We taking him to jail? You said fascists? You're admitting you killed him. It's the best uninterrupted line into the window in all of Martinez. The view was perfect. With a pair of binoculars, I could have seen him in the zoom.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
Suddenly, another sudden twitch and then one more in his right eye. Sorry. What am I forgetting?
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The
Boom.
giant Maybells on Clausia's roof.
Oh, yes!
There were Maybells in the grass when you got here.
Bam,
They're
bam,
revolutionary
bam.
symbols from the war. Nowhere else, nowhere in all of Martinez have you seen them this spring.
Look at the smoking gun.
Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Classia's bedroom. Now, they're gonna come up.
Of course. Thank you, Head. Thank you.
You got it. Remember, the boot prints were like no modern soul. Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though. You're not immortal.
Hey, Endurance. It sounds like we can still take a few hits, though. Look at my health. That's 6 little bars right there. Come on now. Okay, let's not talk about those yet. I don't want to say 5 like I'm loon. Let's show him the gun.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer pistol. I've seen you prance around with that. Jumping hoops for the liberals.
Hey now, hey now. I have it in my hand with my sword. Don't make me commence combat on your bitch ass.
You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
And how did you see that?
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen.
We saved a lot of them. The leader, Titus, we handled that situation. Stop changing the subject. We have the murder weapon.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
Do you think we have the murder weapon?
4.46 jacketed ammunition, modified for range. We have it. This is it.
I'm calling it. We have the murder weapon.
Good.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and draws a single line.
This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder.
The old man does not say more. He glances into the reeds and then twitches once more. No point wearing that or saying that. Yeah. There were Maybells behind the victim's window. Yabish, yabish.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
Uh-huh, that's right.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away.
I haven't seen these flowers anywhere else in Martinez. Only here.
They blossom on the islets before we fertilize them with our blood. Resurrection was Snow White in May before they ruined it.
Hey, you can't hide from this. You got caught. Hands in the cookie jar, my friend.
South, the Bay of Martinez is dotted with little freckles of islets, turning green, with white flowers in white snow.
Oh, we didn't get them.
The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless trash for fat-fingered bourgeois children to play with.
You must get around a lot to stay undetected all these years. Do you know any secret paths? Pinball workshops?
Ah, yes.
I may.
A curious tremor passes his face. A young woman called Clage. Ringing bells. These dry flowers were behind her window.
Classier.
Yeah.
He knows her, but hadn't heard the name.
You know her, right? She had intimate relations with the victim, the mercenary.
With the victim.
He turns his sight to the whitening field of flowers and falls silent. Then the muscles in his jaw twitch, a spasm.
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile. A crooked smile. Yet isn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst. Don't leave any loose ends. Get him on everything.
I wonder what brand of boots you're wearing.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are?
Oh,
Sell some shit.
Well, that's where you're wrong, my friend.
Show me the souls, please, Mr. Duras.
Fucking imbecile.
The old man stretches his leg. A black-white spiral pattern covers the sole of the worn-out old running shoes on his feet.
The maker is Sensorique. The model is Cordobe, and the size is 43.
Look at that legendary success.
These are not the unusual horizontal patterned soles you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size.
Oh, damn.
The size fits, but not the sole.
Drama 4. Oh, baby. We're spending points here. Let's go. 97. 97. Let's get my ass out here. What's good, folks? Greatest Outcast with the die of life.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Right now? People change shoes. It doesn't mean you weren't there, near the room the victim died in, sneaking around.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters? They must have really loved that dead fuck.
The lieutenant gives you a quick sideways glance and nods to acknowledge. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering, looking for something.
Yeah, that's right. You changed your shoes, buddy. Ain't too hard to figure that out.
The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer, armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer, dripping with blood.
He was a rapist. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. He was a killer, but he was still under the protection of the law.
Beating us to the ground, moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner.
Boom. Boom. Look at that. Right in the sentence, right? It's literally right there. Look at that bitch. Look, I can literally read it. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Hey, yo, teleprompter. Can you tell me that shit again? It's right there. Kim, can we arrest this guy right now, please? This is over.
Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
He breathed through flared nostrils.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Okay, Rhetoric. So you shot him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
Wow. You can almost see him squeeze a tear out of his eye. His fist begins to tremble from the fear.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling.
Ah, okay.
While the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
Just nod.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them, in phase. And I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth.
Look at that. Hook, line, and sinker.
I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her.
Crazy.
There, a hot flash of rage almost carries the smile away. Some dark peace.
Then what?
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. my last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own. And so they did.
With you not taking any responsibility, dickhead.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
The lieutenant asked after a second of silence. Kim, why'd you say that? Kim, you could have just arrested the bastard right there. Come on, bro.
Yes.
Wow! It's over.
And you were looking at them, the victim and a young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him?
He's taking all this down the notebook.
The old man nods.
All right, Kim, we got 2 confirmations. This is it. No more asking questions.
Why?
Damn it, Kim.
Because that's what they were doing.
He shrugs, then smacks his lips.
The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from.
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
Why were you looking at them at night, you sicko?
I'm always looking.
He cocks his head to the side, then turns his eyes to the city. Another tremor passes his right side, lower in intensity.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
Helps him see all the shit.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
Just like that, huh? And if it's part of the shit you see,
Then you pull the trigger?
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialist types never do. Exploit it.
art concept.
You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
Beautiful, beautiful. We gotta come back to this. Composure 5. We can't do anything more with it, right? Oh, yes we can, actually. Bam. Let's get just 1 in there. 58, okay. And if we fuck up, we can just do it again. Let's not do that yet. Been looking at anything else you haven't liked? What specifically you did not like about what you saw the night of the murder?
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that.
Ah, the big old J word. You were jelly.
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore.
Damn. Dude, that cannot be me. If I was just hanging out in the window, with some guy looking through the scope saying, I hate this man enjoying life, and I get shot like that, dude, I'll be complaining. Well, let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm going to heaven. Too many tomfooleries, real talk. But, you know, I'll be complaining in hell like, who the hell shot me? What the fuck? How long was he watching me?
For him to stop reacting to stimuli, to be broken off from the world, cordoned into darkness.
The darkness.
And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for 1 more second, writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunate. Must have been a bullet trajectory or gravity. Bitch went a little bit down, so shamed a little bit more higher, my guy. But how long you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
Past the fell building on the coast? What was she doing there?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared.
Ah, hiding something in the water. Yes, yes.
And beautiful.
What do you think she hid there? I ain't gonna say beautiful.
Her passport and tickets to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Brut.
Oh boy.
In the free state of Semonine, hidden away at the edge of the earth, near the Pale.
Some kind of hidden container on the coast. You looked into it?
Yes, after she'd gone. It was a submersible. Well made, actually.
Sloppy, we should have gotten her to tell us about this. Did you take the documents?
No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I'm not going to film. Oh, I mean,
You trying to run away now? Good luck, old man. I'm pretty quick.
I did. She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks, and a body hard and lean and bruised all over, black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating.
Well, damn.
I could see who she was, too. A spook, on the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals.
Sound like Tequila's kind of place.
You could tell she was a spook from the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo, and glasses. Forged. Some sordid bourgeois affair. I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio.
He's setting it up for you. The bruises. You can't make that out in a scope.
And you could see the bruises through the scope of a rifle.
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
Then how does he know the minute details about her body? Duh, the peephole, my guy. 97% chance.
It quickly comes to you.
The bruises on her body. Any chance you see them through a hole in the wall?
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Watching her masturbate. Get this old pervert out of here right now.
Everything in him fills with impossible longing, all at once.
This man wanted it so badly.
Did you
Horny
make that hole?
ass.
With a clip point knife.
Oh boy. Pervert. Oh shit, what's going on my PC here? Hold up. Give me that long. Okay, we're good.
Good for listening in, too. For hearing the moaning and the snorts.
Ever see her through a window on the roof?
Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass.
You've been through the secret route behind the world-burning rags. Those are your footprints there. You just changed your shoes. I knew it.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny.
And that too.
Yes, that
There we
too.
go.
The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but
He keeps shaking his head.
Those two took the cake.
LMAO. So there were some freaks.
You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen. A quick glance at you. One more loose end down. We're doing this, detective.
That's right. We're solving the case, baby.
How did you get in there? The hidden pinball workshop.
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty.
This is some bullshit. Whenever we ask anyone suspicious around here, guess what they say? Nope, nada. We saw nobody weird. We've been hoodwinked and stinkered.
You had to open the steel door in the kitchen? How?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago. He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the light on one night in my scope.
He points towards the rollering rag.
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging behind the Union Box window.
Of course, of course, of course. And did you have feelings for the woman?
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough.
A big fat yes.
The coals of his eyes glistened suddenly, like stones dripping with water. Is he crying?
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know.
There have been others. Was that why you left the dried flowers behind her window?
No.
He starts to shake his head. Again, a sunflower on withered stalk. Why then?
I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of our room on the floor, like she does sometimes.
When was this?
The day after I killed him.
Shot up the lover, gave her a flower. Beautiful.
Yes. I don't know why I do the things I do anymore.
You wanted to console her. You wanted to manipulate her. Say nothing.
Neither does he. He lowers his head, like a sunflower on a withered stalk. In the silence, the lieutenant draws a line in his notes, then nods at you once more. One more down.
So, in conclusion, it wasn't about him. It was about her.
Her.
He repeats, staring at the ashes, and then the reeds. There's a twitch in the corner of his eye.
The lieutenant nods at you in acknowledgement. That's it. Motive. We have it.
Bam. All right, let's do it.
Where is she? That Clazier. I haven't seen her there for days.
She got away. We don't know where she is. She got away, but she led us here first. She figured out someone was watching her from the seafort. Let's go with 2.
Gone. I knew it. She kept staring into the scope this last week at the island, like she knew.
So you weren't so slick, eh?
She'd look at night, crying or smoking on the roof, staring right into me. It doesn't matter.
You got that right, 'cause it's over.
Midtown, across the Bay of Revachol. Cold rain falls on 40-story towers. Above them, Lausanne Central Aerodrome, a cocoon suspended in the grey sky by a web of suspension wiring encircled by hybrid aircraft.
Look north.
On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol. Yet still she smiles among the crowd, among the great ghosts of the city she's leaving, for another, far south.
So she's out there partying once more.
Smaller, distant, hidden, not like the great chandelier she sees sparkle in the night below her. Streetlights, towers, tenements, and water, and across it a dark strip of ruins, barely visible if she didn't squint her eyes. There, on a dilapidated jetty in a nameless village, 2 police officers and
Oh,
one
boy.
special consultant look across a narrow strip of sea. The ruins of a seafort stick out of the water, built by Philippe II, reappropriated by the Commune, then lost in the landing. He's there, doing what exactly I don't know. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer points at the ruins. Behind that anti-aircraft something. That's why we can't see him.
We're catching the killer, my dudes.
Special Consultant Heidelstein is optimistic. We'll see the boat when he comes. Let's go get a coffee until then. I know this interesting little place. Where? His voice trails off as the three walk down the jetty. As the men go, Patrol Officer Minnow looks back over her shoulder at the crumbling fortification in the rain, like a rotten tooth rising out of the water.
About that, moving the fan a bit closer.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? Enough. Take him in. Bend his arms behind his back and end this.
Uh-huh. Been looking at anything else you haven't liked? So we could do this. Kind of want to do this first to get composure up.
I ain't got.
Cool. Cool. Save it here. Let's get that composure. Any kind of clothing. Anything. There we go. Getting comfortable now. Come on, buddy. Get those pants in. Get those shoes in. I think that's all for composure, really. Yeah.
The old man stares
92.
despondently at
Beautiful.
the logs. It's like he's forgotten you're there.
Since this is new, I feel like I should do this first. Oh my
For
god.
a 60-year-old man with stomach trouble,
Really?
who spent his entire life alone on
Really?
an uninhabited island, he seems surprisingly fit.
That's it.
He's clearly a drug user of the painkiller sort, prone to erratic hand gestures.
This is only the second time I'll do this. Oh, actually. Alright, seems like I gotta change back into the clothes. I'll only do this for 2 times. Just a 92%, like, for real? Like, for real, though. Like, somebody talk to me about that. That's crazy. How do I feel at 92 roll?
The old man stares despondently at What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach pain, or the cough, or the malnutrition. For a man who's spent 44 years hidden in the urban wild.
He's surprisingly okay.
Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid, if erratic. His voice, despite the cough, is there. It is capable of expressing complicated ideas. Above all, he seems animated.
Animated? By what?
It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too. Erratic hand gestures, thought processes cut off like threads, as he just stares at the logs or the reeds. He also suffers mood swings, bubbling to the surface, unconstrained by his nervous system.
Dementia?
You've seen demented people before. This feels similar, yet different. When his thoughts move, they are lucid, keen even, not senile. Is this some kind of substance damage? Like he's addicted to something? Not only the painkillers he's clearly on.
Mr. Duros, are you on some kind of psychoactive substance?
No. I won't be stuffed full of shit like the rest of this city.
I'm not crazy.
You said you take painkillers.
The lieutenant follows your lead.
I take them to cope with pain. The people of this city use painkillers because they have pain. Untreated illnesses, not enough money for a greedy doctor.
I mean, true.
He is indeed very lucid at times. It's not a downer, rather an upper, judging by his snaps.
How about the Hilidon?
I don't know what that is.
Amphetamines.
Like some kind of decadent rock star.
Like me, yes. Okay, how's your memory?
No, I'm not okay. I shit blood, and I'm surrounded by insane people.
Wow. That's quite the first time you've sound sarcastic.
There it is again. Erratic hand motions, bouts of rage, and the stomach thing too, of course. Could it be a symptom of overdosing on something? Something even you have not tried? Keep your eyes peeled.
Drug man said, "Hey, yo, there's some tight ass shit out here that we're not trying yet." Have you been looking at anything else you haven't liked?
Tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back. The familiar put 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 of hatred.
Indeed.
Detest pushes the cobwebs out of his eyes, pushes the melancholy aside. He relishes it.
More specifically,
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst.
well, why is that, old man?
Because of the racists.
Oh boy.
Everyone is a racist in
Facts.
Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins, in their lorries.
Because of the racist. Look at this man.
Pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it.
Mr. Claire.
Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class.
Oh, we don't need to interrupt him. Let's just let him talk.
Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins. Intense, like animals, like those boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs.
He keeps shaking his head with sorrow for the sight, that's all.
The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her
Joyce.
lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So, actually, no. The worst is that old cock parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that
Renee.
the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls still parade the ruins too. Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Quayamoran, or some other island they built their palaces on, feeding on drugs and having sex with their own children.
Alright, let's calm down here now. Say nothing.
That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt, Frisell, is now dead.
What a guy. What a hero.
We did good when we pushed him under the horse car. Until, in the 30s, those disco whores.
What's wrong with Disco? What the fuck was that? What are you sucking up? What the hell? What? Can we have a repeat on that?
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center, leaving only a nonsensical sputter. What was that about? Steroids? It piqued your interest.
Yes.
There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people. Might be worth investigating.
Ooh, look at all these new conversations. By the cock parading in his colorful uniform, you mean Renee? You mentioned the Union is a social democrat and Mr. Clare is a farce for a social democrat. Something about the statue, roundabout, and syphilis. The racists on the gates pumped full of steroids. Disco whores? I guess we should go down the list.
Whores.
Is all he says. Even the word that has to be pushed through his teeth with great force. The race sees too hard. Racist with the steroids.
Yes, steroids. A racist on steroids.
You mean Measurehead, right? What's your opinion on him?
What is my opinion? You think the rich man has an opinion on this idiocy? Is the rich man on the radio telling you his opinion?
Yes.
No. The rich man's looking at real estate and fiddling his kids, wading through the corpses.
Yes, but he was there. Why was he there if you can't have an opinion?
Then why was he there? You're right. I too am a level-headed moral person, unaffected by Measurehead. I, for one, do have an opinion on Measurehead, and people need to hear it, and it's not positive. Did you notice that he's not pointing towards the general area to your face? He's not white? Why was he there?
Scratching away at the race question. You moral intern monkeys keep the conversation going on Channel 4, helping the rich man conduct his swindle with this inanity. You think the rich man cares about your little race games? He rules the whole world, and he laughs at your moral soliloquies.
He stares into the dead embers. Oh, how nice of him. Something about syphilis and whatnot.
Syphilis is a disease Philip III contracted in a whorehouse. The statue is an abomination.
Abomination?
The bacteria entered his brain and made him squander trillions on sparkling wine, cocainum, and monuments of himself. His son, Philip IV, the insane, contracted syphilis in the womb.
Yikes. He breathes in a wheeze of hatred.
That is technically possible, although Philippe III was not actually syphilitic. He was just mad.
And he still went on to govern Revachol for 25 years.
For 25
he lost
years.
2 million lives toppling that mode of government. And those grotesque statues, too.
But
hundreds of them.
it's still there, though. What happened?
What a keen remark. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's still there. Do you know why?
Because you forgot to take it down? Because the king is holy and his statues are indestructible? Because the king is holy and his statues are indestructible, but made it ironically? Because cynical advertising yuppies erected a deconstructed version of it?
That's right.
Bam! Got
Some
it.
advertising cockroaches erected a cynical deconstruction of it. We tore it down with honest working-class plastic explosives. And there it is again.
Shakes his head in disgust.
Art is a bourgeois establishment. It's an affront to humanity. Every gallery should be bulldozed, and the artists should all be given 30 years of hard labor in Yekokata.
Well, damn. Let's not kill creativity, you know?
Wait, the bullet hole in Philippe's heart. The statue had been shot. That was him.
Ah, reaction speed, thank you.
It had to be. He's already proven capable of taking a far more complicated shot from here.
It was you. You shot the statue. There was a bullet hole in his heart.
I did. A needless, sentimental gesture. I should have spared the bullet for a deformed monster of liberal capitalism. Shameful, really.
Yes, shameful. So many others to punish over the years.
Shameful.
Isn't that right, detective?
Yeah, that's it for the statue. Tell me, Mr. Joss.
The fat
Duros.
union man let them put it there. Corrupt as he is. Probably got a fat check for it, too. shared with the law.
He keeps having opinions about the Union's leadership.
No, we're getting there. We're getting there. I feel like we should save that for last, though. So maybe here. Maybe talk about Renee first.
Every fucking morning for 34 years, throwing that ball. One ball against the other. I've always loathed that game. That is not a working class game. I don't care what they say on Radio June. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack across the water each day. And that uniform, like a parrot's plumage. I won't even mention that he's a traitor to his race. A Patank maniac race traitor.
Now, I don't know about Just Nod.
I remember him. I remember him from Lanos. Not him, personally. His make and model. There were tens of thousands of them. I thought we took them all out before the Liberals came to their rescue. We missed one. That one.
With his shaky finger, he points to the city, towards the crater near the plaza where a lonely pine tree stands.
There doesn't seem to be a single person under the pine today. Not even Gaston. Alone.
There's no one there.
Fat and plump. Like a pheasant. Just begging to be popped off. Please, Mr. Truss. Shoot me.
Man lost his mind.
He whispers with such predatory hunger. It borders on longing.
You'd like to kill him.
Not yet. I like to look at him strut around, place the crosshair on his medals, right on his face, and just fiddle the trigger. Think about it. Let the bonbon melt in my mouth.
Let the bonbon melt in my mouth. What?
A treat. Better served for later. He's a pleasure delayer.
Save the treat for later.
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat for the black day. The blackest. When I put that gun in my own mouth, I think, no, don't waste it. Put this lead in that cock, Rene. For the boys he killed. And then I look at him throw those balls, and I suddenly feel.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to a maniac here. This man literally sits out on the edge, looking at people through the scope and deciding, yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy today. No, I'm gonna kill him. Maybe her.
Better. I even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one for him. Haven't seen him around lately, strutting around. Must be down with arthritis. I hope it hurts like hell. I hope he sweats blood.
Ooh, Renee's dead. He died of old age a couple of days ago. Should I tell him the truth? That arthritis, yes, he's not playing this week.
Huh. Yes, of course. I hope it hurts like hell. I hope he sweats blood. Must be torture. Not to be throwing his balls for a whole week.
I'm gonna lie here, so I don't want to get him all down. I want him to talk about the other things he's done.
He seems relieved. Could he have been worried for him?
You mentioned the Union is a social democrat, you know, Mr. Clare.
Another hideous disappointment. Unions are the real enemy. The true enemy of the proletariat. Placating the masses.
Disappointment. So personal. He displays a familiarity with the Union's top brass.
Who's a disappointment? Everett Clare?
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass. I mean, the brains of the operation. The smart one.
Edgar.
I mean Edgar, Everett's brother.
He talks a big game about uprising and social base. They must have sent the smart one to some university in Le Jardin, where it's alienation this and hegemony that.
You talked to him?
First against the wall with him.
He stopped poking at the ash now and just shaking his head.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard. Not all this time. Nothing happens in Martinez without them knowing.
Of course. Maybe the Clears asked him to.
Have you approached them?
I haven't approached anyone. I hid. It was Edgar who came to me.
Oh, did he now?
How did he know you were here?
He didn't just stumble in like an oaf. He figured it out. Some kids told him about a monster on the island. I told you, he has brains.
He points to the path leading to the water
Stepped
tower.
right off the boat and walked down where you came. I even kept the door open for him. Thought he was a man of the left. Wouldn't rat me out. I was right about one of those things.
You wouldn't rat me out, or man of the left? When was this?
20 years ago. Neither of them could walk now, could they? They were less fat then.
So they just kept on eating, huh? Damn. That's what happens when you're successful.
That's around the time the Clears came to power.
And what did you talk about?
Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in a uniform. Offered platitudes about the struggle. Flaunted his pink degree. Even quoted Marzov. Never trust a social democrat who quotes Marzov. Oh, and charity too. They love their charity. Offered me blankets and social housing. I still have the gas cooker he brought.
And he let you be here.
Let me be here. The ZOC is an unlawful successor of the Commune of Revachol. We took this fortification from the Loyalists. Even the Clares understand this.
They let him be here. Understanding was a courtesy. But why such a courtesy?
Mr. Duros, did you kill the Colonel mercenaries for the Clares to incite a riot?
You know why I killed that fucker, Duat. As to Edgar, I'm not doing anything for that swine again.
Again? What have you done for Edgar before?
Tried teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics. They didn't stick. We parted ways.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them. But he's insinuating something. There is more here. You can feel it. He's
Oh,
not
shit,
outright
dog.
lying, but almost.
92% logic. 92% for logic. Look how many skill points I have. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
The connection comes to you like a splash of cold water. Dark, cold water.
20 years ago, when you met Edgar, the Clares didn't run the Union yet, did they? A sputter from the old man.
He acknowledges it. Here we go. A twist behind the dark bend.
Who did?
That bourgeois cow. Tiffin Holly was her name. Licked the rich man's hand every time he came to town. Never seen a labor leader so hot on mutual cooperation. And money. She liked that too. That Holly was a real bridge builder and a deal maker.
His eyes glistened suddenly with hatred.
Bordering on sentimentality, it drips out of him. Tempered by something familiar to you. A familiar rage.
And then she just disappeared.
Called in, they say. On the eve of battle. Ran away. Vanished like a piss stain.
He squints and smiles at the black logs.
No, that's not quite it, is it?
Did she? They say her daughter called in, not her personally. But that wasn't really her daughter, was it?
No, I guess it was not.
You could swear you can see the embers glow again under his eyes on the dust. Edgar had some had someone make the call. Why is that, Mr. Duros?
She couldn't make the call herself.
Here it is, the bend in the river. The truth.
Why?
Because she was dead.
Bum bum bum.
Just say nothing.
Just say nothing? Rhetoric? Okay.
The cow caught a bullet in her right lung. Fell into the canal grasping her tit and drowned. Or bled? Hard to say. It was a sloppy job. And a moving target.
It sounds like you did it, my friend.
She was going home. Waddling. Dressed in yellow. Drunk like she often was. The ruins are black around her, and she had a yellow leather bag under her arm. She tried to cross the canal, heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build those new bâtiments for the people who flourish in the hell around her, and the ruins.
So, we can't be saying this. Last time I said you shot her, it was pretty much to the point. It was you. Make a motion like shooting a rifle. I want to say too, you shot her.
Someone shot her. Or maybe the cow just fell.
What?
My memory is full of holes. All I know is...
Another big spike of rage. Different from the one he has for her.
nothing changed. Not in the material base, not in the hegemony. There was no uprising. Just words. The Union fizzled, sogged. Nothing came of it. Nothing.
Edgar didn't keep his part of the deal.
So you thought if he can take care of her, things would really change in the Union, but Edgar used him and took advantage and didn't change shit.
If you were to testify to this, give the RCM something on Edgar, you could walk.
The lieutenant says in a voice even calmer, as if it were nothing at all.
We would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You were in a war. You were on assignment. We could even extradite you to the Samaran People's Republic.
A degenerate worker state. Go shit. No, thank you. I'm Revacholian. My days are short. I will rot away here, in a moral intern cell. I will not testify to anything.
Okay then, that's that. But I know. Points your head. But you did do it.
I saw it happen, and I liked it. That's all I have to say. I didn't live and fight for 40 years to end up as a collaborationist.
I kind of want
I've
to
heard it on Channel 8.
see if I say
40
something else
AM,
he would admit it.
Radio Revachol, late night. Everyone is a blobber in this world. Everyone betrays everyone. They're all already locked up for betrayal. The best ones, the ones with heart, were slaughtered, trampled.
He looks to the city.
There is plenty here to work with once he's in custody, and the lieutenant knows it. He gives you a little nod to proceed.
Okay, so he's okay with that. About Renee,
Where is he?
he's actually died.
No,
Yep,
I waited too long.
he sure did.
I waited too long and now he's dead?
I'm sorry, Mr. Dross. I understand you knew him for a long time.
They're all dead now. Fuck it.
If he really wanted to kill him so bad, he would have done. There must have been 1,000 black days on these islands. His health ailing.
You had 1,000 chances to kill him.
And I blew them all. What does it matter now? He's gone. Ancient dust.
You cared about him?
All human beings care about each other. I cared for seeing his head explode. Now, God damn this world.
You okay to go on?
You think I haven't seen people die? It's all I've seen them do. Fuck and die. All the other plans we had. To love. To colonize the Pale. It's all fucked.
Colonize the Pale. That's a new one.
It doesn't look like he is. Okay.
I don't want to talk about goddamn social democrats.
Damn it, he's done with it.
Traitors is all. Glad we talked about what?
Yeah, no, time to arrest your ass.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
Arrest your ass.
The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Tell him, Kim. ...
Do you understand?
But
Do you understand, sir?
no, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He looks at the reeds, eyes submerged in growing terror.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead.
Nah, it's over, fam.
Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting blacker and blacker.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
First say, does it have a room of 3? Wait. Oh, okay. Perception 72, huh? Wait.
There it is again. To your north, as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds whisper, stalks rubbing against each other. But then, in the middle of it,
What? What could that possibly be?
something completely different. It sounds like a bow, very slowly being drawn against the strings of a violin. A very small violin, made of reeds and rushes.
Oh, really?
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat.
Kim. Do you hear that?
What?
What are you talking about? Is this really us?
Your skin crawls.
Uh-oh. Well. The true mystery of Disco Elysium.
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
Blink.
It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin.
What is that?
In place.
What are you talking about?
The giant insect. The
There's
stick
nothing
insect. The Zerder, what are you talking about?
The stick insect is over 3
Duros.
meters tall.
You lost.
It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head.
Yes. This is what it means to live.
You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively.
I finally gone insane.
You feel the lieutenant's hand on your back, and then you hear him say 4 words.
I finally gone insane.
I can see it.
Thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane. But that means
It's real.
it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence, its limbs long and slender.
You know what's the funny thing about this too? Him, Kizaragi, is literally like, Mr. Duros is like, what's going on? Tequila's like, Nani? Him, Kizaragi, like, his world is shattered. It's gone. Him is literally standing there like, what the fuck? What have I been living for this whole life? It's been a lie. Him can't just say it's some bullshit anymore. And if we look closely, that seems like to be some sort of cryptoid. Uh-oh, Kim. The insulating phasmid. That's right, folks. It's real. It's real. Kim, it's real.
Be very, very careful.
Then takes a step towards the giant anthropod. Oh boy. I'll be careful, alright. I think I need certain clothing for this too. I don't remember which. I think I definitely need electro though. That's for sure. Electrochemistry, so that's half-life. Ah, here we go. What else did I need? I think I needed imagination also. Let me see if I have any more of that. Hey, here we go. Well, no, that's the same thing, so. Alright, that's all we got to work with. Let's get to it. Hey, Big Bug, how's it going?
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
Approach, look at 97%. Thank you, Druggy. Alright, listen carefully. This is the insulated phasmid.
It is.
You hear a familiar ring to his jacket, unzipping, slowly, painstakingly so.
You glance over
Yep.
your shoulder. The lieutenant
camera.
holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open extremely carefully. It's the camera.
See, Kim's one of those folks saying, if I see something mystical, I'm not letting it leave until I get proof. Kim is that guy.
No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
Kim, the flash is loud. It won't like that.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you
Trust
see
me.
a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear. I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid.
It's afraid. Stop now, Kim.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a
See,
picture.
right there. He has stopped fiddling with the camera, but does not put it down.
You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Who cares what they think?
Understood. Of course.
That's right. There you go, Kim. Drop the camera for now.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly.
Say something to it quietly. Something like, you exist.
A sudden chirrup fills the air. The walking stick moves its whole body, limbs working independently of each other, like the parts of a masterfully constructed machine.
Indeed.
Something in its body language has changed, just slightly.
And now, we shall approach carefully. Don't worry, I'm just holding a sword and a gun.
Held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals.
Ew, let's not get too detailed now.
The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. It's smelling you.
Ew.
Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Kim, it's smelling me.
Maybe it is real. The pheromone.
The lieutenant's mouth is agape. Yep, that's right. Called Leanna, called Morel, called Gary Loonies. See, you see that, Kim? They were right. They're right all along.
About now, he is ready to believe in
Yep. There it is.
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets.
This is the most superstar thing I'll ever do in my life.
Breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
Raise your hand, slowly.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence.
Oh.
No, stop. Be afraid.
Be afraid? Half-light? Fuck you. Raise the other hand.
As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you.
That's right. Pray. Don't pray to me. I'm nothing. That's right. Pray.
Unwittingly, the insect continues its stridulations. As it moves, tuft-like structures, still pretending to be plants, rustle along on its joints. Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god.
Eat me. Hello, I am Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Stand on your tippy toes and look more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell, like you've never felt before, like burnt roses.
Him. This bitch is foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The lieutenant watches you apprehensively.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one, letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
83, baby. Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me, what are you doing?
I exist.
Ooh-wee. We've officially lost our minds. I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
Fire, burning. It's Wunderbar. I'm ill. If I tell you, what will happen? Fire, burning.
Fire? Where?
Inside. In the city, all around. It's going down. On the horizon, pale fire. This thing we're both sensing will come inside of me.
I do not have fire inside me. In me, there is not even blood, but lymph, like sap from a wine palm. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist.
Intruded upon? By what?
Shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never burn.
Oh, don't say that. I'm glad to be me, an incredibly sensitive instrument. The fuck is happening to me right now? I swore I took no drugs before this. You're the type of animal I would like to be. No, I'm glad to be me.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you,
Oh, wow.
with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass. eternal damnation.
Hey, it ain't too bad. It's kind of warm.
Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
Hey, it was very distorting at first, but I'm keeping my shit together. I'm good.
That must be incredibly hard. The Arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you. Know that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you.
You mean rooting for yourselves? Real talk.
And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral,
What?
in honor of your passing.
What?
But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
Oh, no, not you, though. Your brethren? I am a detective.
So am I. I was
Cat.
born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
I was, also that. The killer. I was born to detect you. The killer.
He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration.
Uh-oh. Killer bugs out here. You're destroying him?
Very slowly.
Uh-oh.
Slowly because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long, and I am destroying him.
Is this a dream? What's happening? Why are you destroying this old man?
No, you are awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
Here comes Tequila Sunset with the, where does this come from? All of this, around us, the world. What is life?
Not even the birds know that.
Damn.
Not even the water lily.
We need to know. Perhaps it's sent to us by a god. Then all we can do is beat our fist against it day after day with no answer?
You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
I'm asking about the question of life, and you just saying some yum yum. Girl,
Wait, so
so you look like a reed and you eat reeds?
Yes, they don't mind.
Have you accidentally eaten another reed phasmid?
Yes.
Oof.
I cloned myself and ate the little ones.
Ouch.
It was winter, and I woke up at the wrong time. It was an accident.
It was an accident. That's basically like cannibalism. Damn. Alright, you're not so innocent. Letting the old man over here get poisoned, eating your own. You're kind of an innocent danger, aren't you? But what are you exactly?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulandian Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys.
it may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me.
Because they're not crazy like that deserter running away from responsibility.
I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Revelshop, district of Martinez.
Hey.
March 51.
Hey, good old Tequila Sunset, making history. But are you poisonous?
Yes, I do not have a starter display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage. Do not worry. It is only destructive over long periods of time.
The deserter. He's been here for a long
Oh yeah, he has. That's insane.
No, you are.
What?
The moral of our
I am.
encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness. A volatile simian nerve system, ominously new to the planet.
Oh wow, yes, thank you. Thank you for telling me that I'm crazy.
The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
So I'm still getting. What is the Pale? What is this?
It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
Huh. I don't have that kind of power now. Let's chill out.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle.
Oh wow.
The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
How does this man have that much power?
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago.
What?
When organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts.
Worse how?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget?
Please don't blink. Have I always thought this way? But I want to blink and undo 12 billion years of matter expansions. I have already forgotten the whole world once, when I drank too much. I'll be extra careful not to blink. Stick insect. I've already forgotten the world.
So it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure right now?
It doesn't look like that, no.
What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
Then I think I'm having visions about the final fate of mankind. Nothing, just looking at the stick insect. Everything is normal.
I think we should take the picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied
Yeah,
spaces.
I got you, Kim.
No, there is one more.
What? Of all the creatures I've met, you're the kindest. Of all the creatures I've met, you're the scariest. Of all the creatures I've met, you're the most beautiful.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. For freedom.
I will.
She was hell on earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
It's pretty cool because, well, since we're at this point, I can say there is a point in the game where you can pretty much call her and have a whole little funny stick there, but I didn't call her this time. Who needs to? She's a bitch. JK. It was Harry's fault. Holding the bottle in one hand and his dick in another. You hate to see it. Kim, take the damn picture.
Okay.
With a slow ring of metal, the lieutenant slides the lens open and raises it to eye level.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill
Boom.
flash of the camera
Made
yeah, like
history.
the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the
See that
lieutenant,
shit right there?
hypnotized
That's that shit
by
right
the
there.
flash. It stands frozen before you.
Yep. Everyone that sees that picture now, you can't just draw a photograph like that. That is actual proof evidence that's real. History. Tequila Sunset discovered the Insulating Phasmid. Fuck being a cop. Fuck owning a nightclub with drugs. I made it. Riches, money. It's over. Look at my net worth down there. Over 200K, baby. It's all in the bag. All in the bag, folks. You love to see it. You love to see it.
The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
I got it.
I hope you got it, Kim.
Immortalized.
Slowly reach out and touch the creature's whisker. Carefully pet its scythe-like forearm. I thought the whiskers were dangerous because of the... Let's touch the forearm.
The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing. Warning!
What?
It's about to move. You can sense it.
Run your hand up the slender limb higher. Pull your hand away.
A sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature is awakening. Wave by wave from its stupor. Some sort of countdown process is happening. That's all you have time to think. The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet. Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antennae is much smaller than the other one.
Oh, you been in the boxing ring, Phasmid? It's all good. It's all good.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
Look at your finger.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen.
It says some lick your finger.
It tastes like sugar, very faint. The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reeds pointing from limb and head alike, odorless, mostly comprised of water.
Gotcha. Back off.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
And we back away slowly.
As you're turning away, the Phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
And there she goes. Ah, Kim. Love to break my reality, you know.
And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
Oh, don't mind if we do.
It's gone.
The lieutenant looks north with his hand raised to his brow. What's that in the reeds?
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
It can walk on water?
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
No shit, Kim.
What now?
Oh, hey, old man. You kind of sleeping back there.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
After we check the items. And would you look at that? The helmet. And the scope, baby. Can we take a look at that, bitch, or no? No, I'm not looking at it, but $30. Nice. Actually, with that, do we have all the... Did I fuck up on this? I think I forgot the pants. I really did. GG. It doesn't matter. Let's put on my swag hat before. And also, not these. This jacket ain't it. Ew, I'm inside Kim, so we gotta back away. There we go. Alright, much better. Let's get some rad pants up in this bitch. Maybe something thicker. I guess those jeans were doing alright. Hold on. Okay, okay. I could work with them. And perfect. Ah. Gang, gang, gang. JK. Alright. Hey, old man. Alright, Kim. Got anything to say? No, you don't. Hey, yo, old man.
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid?
See.
He stares at the reeds and falls silent.
Mr. Dras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking, like an addict of some terrible substance.
Wave your hands in front of his eyes, touch his shoulder gently, snap your fingers under his nose.
The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail.
Uh-huh.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dras?
Does it?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
What happened to this man?
Old age and shock.
And then he looks at him, then you. You think it's the phasmid?
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
Before, when I evaluated his state, he seemed strangely animated. I think he's addicted to that thing. Could it be there's something hormonal in this relationship to the phasmid? I talked to the phasmid. It said it's destroying him. Hold on, here we go.
You mean pheromonal?
He seemed a little off for a man his age, Randy.
The scope? Knowing of her bruises? His disposition toward Miss Orania? I see what you mean.
He seemed strangely animated.
He was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse.
Perhaps this animation is induced by something in the phasmid.
It does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive.
Oh yeah, see, Ken was a non-believer now, and look at him now. It's like, you know what? You could be right though.
I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall.
He's like, damn, I still can't believe what I saw. He couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reeds for him.
It could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here.
He touches the man's shoulder. I jumped the gun again.
No response.
Maybe this is how the phasmid has stayed hidden all these years.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
Yes, you forgot is there. Or you forget.
Mr. Dras, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds?
The old man stutters.
The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse.
Think he's addicted to that thing?
Like a drug?
He has displayed addicted behavior, and not just to painkillers.
His pupils appear to be dilated. They still are.
We can't just say that, so he's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it is its company.
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. Like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe.
He looks at his notebook.
I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
Thank God we have this photo. Kim's like, oh, I'm so happy we have this because I'm gonna go back to the station and tell everybody.
No one would believe you without it.
We found some things in the Phasmid's nest, Mr. Duros.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
Show him the helmet.
Just dull staring. Not even rage left, wherever he is. The last embers have gone out. The war is over.
It's over.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, Diab would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the Phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
And let's show you that scope, though.
I lost.
You lost it, Mr. Duros?
He turns his eyes to the reeds again.
Ah, of course you
as
do.
he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a Magpie Phasmid.
The lieutenant observes the lens sparkle in your hand.
This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh.
I'm gonna let you rest now.
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracksuit trousers and a windbreaker.
Alright, let's superstar out of this bitch.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
Yeah, he'll be okay. Alright, let's get out of here, Kim. We did our job. We found the killer. We found a Phasmid. God damn. Greatest detective in the world, I tell you. Now, how do we get out of here again? To the boat. Actually, I need to use the restroom also. So let's rush back to this boat. I'll stop there, take a break, and then we'll go on to play this game some more. Gun and sword in hand. I'm always ready for the smoke, for that action. Hold on. Down here? No, it's up here, right? Dang it. So it's not this way. It has to be this way. The reeds sway strangely. No, it's nothing. Yeah, it's not what you think it is.
There's a rain-soaked mattress.
B triple prime.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get out of here, Kim. Like, what's my character trying to do right there? Nani? Did I go the wrong way? Am I missing something? Here we go. That's it right there. Hurry up. Run faster. Come on. Stop being on caps lock, damn it. Holding my bladder. Holding my bladder. Alright. Be right back. Gonna take a quick whiz real quick. Alright, Kim, let's get going. Back to the surface. Not this
The
damn
skiff
island.
is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's. We are done here.
He says, adjusting his glasses as he looks out to the water.
The skiff
Over the
rocks
water.
gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet,
Uneventful. That's unfortunate.
but for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
Oh, really?
Two men and a woman
Uh-oh.
stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm.
Uh-oh.
You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
I wonder what's going on here. Let's just casually walk on over here. You know, nothing's going on. Uh-oh. Who are these
Look what the tide
fools?
brought in.
Says the man without sunglasses. Suddenly, his expression changes and he tilts his head.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
You're half dead. Oh, whoa. Seems like this is Precinct 51. I'm joking, it's 47. Hello, Mayo.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
Facts. Facts. There you go, Rhetoric.
This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
But where are his sunglasses? Where are they gone? Wait, you're the man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
Yeah, I am bleeding. No thanks to you. Forget about all of this. There's a giant. No one else seems bothered by the bleeding.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant.
Oh, you seem like you don't give a fuck.
Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Forget about all of this. There's a
You're
giant.
not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Yeah, I talked to you before with your child.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Quemar.
My
and
partner.
This is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
My homies. Where were y'all when I got shot?
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstam, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
Hello.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Off the pavement. I solved the mystery. I found a great discovery. What the hell y'all three been doing? Lazing about. Slackers.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Precinct
Kim,
57.
shut up. Kim,
We've
shut
just
up. Don't
come from
talk to
the
me.
island, where our investigation led us.
Kim, don't talk to them, Kim.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
Of course, of course.
We might need your help with something later.
He adds, suddenly regaining his confidence, because we know we got the guy. We got the guy, Kim. It's good.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
You hear that? He's not a naughty boy. Okay, Kim. Way to back me up here. Thank you. Thank you, Lieutenant. Way to feed me to the wolves. No, Kim, you gotta have my back. Let's destroy them. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Lieutenant? Is that how you say it?
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
The shitstorm? I solved the case. These people are crazy. What's this about? What's going
I really
on?
want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
Here we go.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
Yeah, I think you should get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Shit, kid. You're a shit bastard.
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
There you go. Authority, you're right. Speaking facts.
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
What's a shit kid?
You. Shit kid? That's you.
Beat your ass.
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case.
Despite all I've done. Better not piss him off by arguing. Despite all I've done.
No, because of all that you've done.
I'm about to beat the shit out of this guy. How'd you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
After all that Sylvie stuff, he betrays me. I saved this establishment and he still betrays me. Turn to face the general direction of the roller and yell, "Damn you, cafeteria manager! You betrayed me for the last time." And then I understand. Okay, Garth told you. After all that Sylvie stuff, he betrays me.
Shit, kid. He didn't betray you. He just told us the direction you went in. Who's Sylvie?
Sylvie's a girl I hooked Garth up with. I did that and saved this establishment.
Strange. He didn't mention that. In fact, the establishment didn't look saved at all. There was a giant aerograffito in front of the building. It was on fire.
Yeah, I lit it on fire. It was a poetic gesture.
I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Trant? I told you
It was a shit kid. Yeah.
The line is from Lu Jiatun's Mirova 82, isn't it? About girl-child communism, the titular returning character to ghostly apparition of... Good choice, Harry.
Thank you, thank you. It wasn't me exactly. It was Sydney the Skull, but I just did the arsonist action. No need to thank me, folks. No need to thank me.
Don't encourage him, Trant.
No, please encourage me. Whoever this man is, he needs to stay in my squad. All right, he's doing life's work here.
Okay.
You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true.
Which it was.
And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
Hey now. Just because I lost my memory doesn't mean I'm not good at my job. Let's be real here.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Maybe if you haven't been so sarcastic, I would have realized I knew you, fucker.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off.
I don't like being lied to, you bitch.
I didn't lie to you. No one lies to you. You were so fucked up on booze you couldn't recognize your own partner.
You never told me you were not the horse-faced woman.
Lieutenant, my name is not horse-faced woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends.
It's only been 2 months. What are you talking about? We're still friends. I just have a stupid head. I'm truly sorry, Officer Minot. Patrol Officer Minot, glad to make the acquaintance. Let's put the past behind us.
Right, sir.
Let's put the past behind us. So, Trent Heldenstam turns out to be Special Lieutenant Trent Heldenstam.
Yes, I'm Tran Heilerstam. I never said I wasn't Tran Heilerstam.
What's up with your kid?
Mikhail? Mikhail is my son.
His son? What a joke. Everyone is lying to you.
Oh yeah? Where the fuck is your son now, Special? Nah, see that's bullshit. Half-Light, calm down. Oh yeah? What was up with all the interesting history? Spying on me?
No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez. It was a coincidence.
Sure, okay. So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s. Like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on.
Duped again? No one is who they say they are.
Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Gardner, Scab Leader, this. Tell me at least you are who you say you are.
Yes, I'm still Kinky Swag. Still a lieutenant from Precinct 57.
I'll hold that to you. I'll hold that to you for now.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
You mentioned a task force, my task force, right?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Who else is in this bitch?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Tron fucking Heidelstown, and Guillaume Bevy.
Guillaume Bevy. Damn, I really need to stretch some more. My left shoulder just did a pop. Yikes.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Dragging him into the business. Who's this Guillaume Bevy?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit.
That's unfortunate.
Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Because I'm forcing him.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde with sunglasses like you were?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G. Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So not so much anymore.
It was going to be funny, but no, I didn't recognize who the hell you were. Okay, so what does the unit do then? See this sarcastic asshole here? You could have made it a lot easier.
It's a major crimes unit.
Oh,
we
okay.
clear the desk of cases
Sure.
so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
Because of me? I'm just one person. Come on now.
The 41st isn't...
And where have you been all this time? It was a mercenary tribunal. What's going on?
God damn it, Harry.
He shifts his weight, crossing his arms, and looks at you in the eye.
You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Wait, hold up. So you let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson. Do I even want you in my squad anymore?
It wasn't like that.
Shut the fuck up. It was like that.
Fuck you, Harry.
No,
We
fuck
didn't know there was
you.
gonna be a tribunal, did we?
I don't want any of y'all bitches in my squad. All will burn Don't let Officer Vic blah, 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 blah. Make no mistake about that. Why didn't you detect or die then? Why did you leave a literal police guide? Why didn't you detect or die then, fucker?
Oh, you think it was cool you saying that? Aesthetic somehow? You were crying when we got here, breaking things. You said we were going into the abyss.
Yeah, I bet I did.
None of us wanted to see the abyss, so we fucked off. Like you told us to.
Sigh. Doesn't excuse that me getting shot and left there to get fucked.
The bell.
None of this is ringing
because
any
you have
bells.
brain damage. Trump,
That is facts.
this
Yes,
is where you come in. How bad is it?
it is very bad. Trent.
Well, he doesn't have
Trent,
visible
tell-
tremors. He talks without slurring.
Yes,
he
yes.
can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, Pell, and so on.
Indeed, indeed.
As displayed in your interactions with him here and previously at the bar, and I don't want to be a snitch, but
Snitch.
also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
This man said snitch off the team. Off the team right now. This man's snitching on me already. Unbelievable. Can't trust anybody out here.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you?
My thoughts.
Neurologically,
Me.
psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism. I made it all up. Might have something to do with the church hole. Nah. It's 6.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been.
Okay,
Always
now.
is. I know I am. But you know what? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or insane, or both.
I'm about to kill this man.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the 2 drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
I like that.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless.
No,
I'm
it's good.
glad
It's
we told you.
facts.
Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
Is he a cretin now? Can I kill this man now?
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Line detective is good for now. He's wrong. I'm too far gone for work. Fuck all you. I don't want to be in your unit. I'm ready to lead again.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
Here we go.
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
Hard. Well, what now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Just stand there. Hey, he said so.
Yeah. Just stand there.
Really?
Cool. No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
It was stolen by Jacob Erd. That wasn't me. It was stolen by the traffic. Kim is right there next to me. He's gonna tell him like a bastard. I know his truth ass. The time has come. Tequila sunset.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila sunset, not sunrise because you're almost dead. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me.
No problem, man.
Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die.
Sounds about right. It sounds pretty good. I like that.
It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got my badge. It's all Gucci.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Hand-eye coordination saved my life. Pyaw. Pyaw. 97%. No way. Grab that shit. There we go.
Not today, badge.
Not today. Did I get the badge? Behold my badge. The drama is unnecessary. I got the badge. Behold my badge.
And your gun?
He asked, unimpressed by the piece of plastic in your hand. You didn't like my catch, Joan? Disrespect.
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements.
Sigh.
What is it with all these material objects?
I have it in my goddamn hand.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I didn't lose my gun. I have my gun. So it doesn't even matter that I found my gun. I'm not drunk. Sort of had a little drink. I've tried not to. But I can't work. I didn't lose my gun. I have my gun.
We're not talking about the fucking gun anymore. We're talking about the vaporized cloud of ethanol coming from your mouth.
Here we go.
This is so unfair. He knows you have the gun, and still he's punishing you.
So it doesn't even matter I found my gun.
You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost. Is your gun's natural state, you drunk bum.
Yeah, I'm drunk and also on drugs, bitch.
Who are you posing for, huh? A suspect escaped, Harry. Glacier something. Because you worked too high to assess our flight risk.
Okay, here we go.
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Kim. Brother, I trusted you. Okay, I got duped there. She pulled one on me. Yeah, I let her go. As an act of mercy. That's just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about, losers.
Sure. If it's part of your master plan.
Yeah, it is.
Let's not even get into the other suspect who also escaped.
Here we go.
Another
Talking about
detail.
Ruby here.
Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now. Doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote.
Sigh.
Compared to the 7
Sigh.
people gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
You bitches were not there.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Thank you, Kim.
Here comes the cavalry.
Thank you, Kim.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yeah, and it was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you? I should say that. I should say 3. But I want to say I solved the case. All of it.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
What the Kim, don't steal my smoke. This man disrespecting me.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Sigh.
I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
Oh boy, Kim. Yeah, what's your take on Tequila Sunset?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Yefretor Dubois.
Oh, here we go.
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been drinking on the job.
Yeah, quite a bit.
The man sighs.
Deeply.
Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude
Yeah.
to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco,
Disco.
about
20 times a day. That sounds about right.
It's odd, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a
A
hustler.
hustler.
He recently commissioned a monument to his own grind in the middle of the roundabout, which is just...
He shakes his head. Kim, that's a success, Kim. Come on. Help me out, brother.
And then there's the motor carriage in
Oh,
the sea.
fuck.
And the drugs, of course. Some kind of anti-radiation drug
Oh.
he uses to induce visions. But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of the best I've seen, in fact.
One of the best I've seen. One of the best I've seen with the drugs and the destroying the motor carriage. And you see these sober fucks over here not doing nothing. Truly sad. Sad indeed.
He can talk human beings into telling him
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven.
Of course, of course.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke,
Kim,
which, by the way, was a valiant effort.
thank
He
you.
really sang his heart out.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, it was what it was.
It is what it was. Compliment me, you son of a bitch.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation.
There we go. There we go. Kim talking facts.
He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
That's all we needed to hear. That's all we needed to hear. Now let me get my face out of here. We need to see more of Kim's saving my ass over here.
A new species?
Hell yeah, Trent.
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
Facts.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
Greatest mystery of all time solved.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
I like to say 3. So, as you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective and an absolutely visionary entrepreneur. No, but we're gonna say number 2. Boom shakalaka, motherfucker!
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected
Get
to the case?
fucked. That's right, John. Suck my D. I did my job.
Detective?
Boom, boom, boom. Let's get serious. Yes, I believe the pheromone it emanates may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
Dot. What happened, Joan? Joan, what happened? Where's the shit talking? Joan. I got nothing to say now, huh, buddy?
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness.
He's like, oh my god. Imagination is real. Ugh.
Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Now or never. It should be never because seeing as we can totally F this up still. But let's not say the first one. I also started a nightclub and a drug lab. That's not gonna help us out. Also, the Phasmid is female. The killer, Leonovich Doris, we have a strong motive. The previous head of the, I don't want to say that, was assassinated by a killer. A dead man in the boardwalk. Missing person I found.
Yes, yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
Hell yeah, I found him.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
Alright, Toxic, how's it going? How have you been? I see you brought that back. Wait, brought what back?
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
No shit, John. It's not like I don't understand communication.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
But yeah, how have you been though? Been Gucci?
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
Alright, point for moi. I've also looked into the mystery of the Doom commercial area. Praise me.
I don't know what a Doom commercial area is.
Because you haven't been doing your detective work, my mans. Oh, you have to sing for a minute. Shit. I did bring it back. Yeah. It's been crazy the past few days. Oh yeah. Since you're here, I do want to apologize. Sorry that I wasn't there that one time. I said that I was going to stream Star Wars, but didn't. I got fucked up by work. But I did do Star Wars the next day after, just to make it up. It was a nice 4-hour special. Finished the Kyash planet. Met an old hermit. My Wookiee partner is now salty at me, but, you know, F him. Rue Descent Guzman, still can't say that word. 10, a commercial building where all the businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
Because I do my damn job.
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Yeah. Community outreach. Of course.
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
No, wasting time, never. I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad. Been crazy and oh, it's good. Oh, okay, cool. But been crazy, huh? So just out and about, turning up, or has it just been like work and such? I've been pretty much busy with work now. Things are getting pretty hectic there. Got a lot more responsibilities.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink.
Damn it, Joan. This guy hates me. I don't want him on my squad. He's out to get me 24/7. Can't have someone like him nearby me. Can't say 1. Let's say 4.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrart and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
The lieutenant lowers his voice just a little. But I need to prove that I'm a good shit, Kim. Come on. They still need me.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
Of course.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
Yeah. We have a strong motive. Turning up, but the people at the bars are just crazy. They make me not want to go to the bars for a minute. Oh, jeez. It would be the locals going in, turning up a little bit too hard, or doing something crazy. Back when I went to school, there was a lot of tomfoolery out in the streets around 12, usually 1:30 to 2 a.m. actually. A lot of drunk folks walking back to their apartments and dorms, and boy, you should see the amount of like face plants and vomits that have occurred on that street, or these streets. It was definitely worth like not drinking and going out in the streets just walking. Literally, I did nothing for one Saturday, and all I did was take my earbuds, doesn't matter. I walked out and checked out the scene. Man, good times.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Yep. That's right, Trent.
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
The hell are you talking about?
This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Hell yeah.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
He killed the mercenary, hoping to start a war between the company and the Union. He killed him in an act of rage induced by the Phasmid's chemicals. It is 3, but we don't have enough evidence. But yeah.
Jealousy. I thought this Lilianovich was an old man, to have been hiding for 50 years, like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the Phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant.
Yeah, it's pretty funny that Kim has to say the crazy part about it. Because if I said it, John would have been like, fuck you, you lied.
Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
A clean win, you say.
Oh, it's way more than that.
It's the smoking gun. Come on now. It's more than that. It's a perfect folding mechanism, like the Phasmid. It's way more than that. I'll win her back with this. No. It's my masterpiece. They'll teach this in cop school. You thought? I did all I could. Every second was a struggle. It could be a little neater, nah. Like the Phasmid.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
Man, I don't see any drunk status on my character. Stop capping, John. What's this bullshit?
God damn it. It is bad. Even you can smell it.
What do you mean even you can smell? Even I can smell it. I've taken no alcohol today. This is bullshit.
Female? What makes you think so?
Sounded like a female.
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female, and the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
Turns to moi.
It's interesting time. Forget about the rest.
Interesting time. I think it animates a chemical that makes it look even more like the Reeds. It has gathered items in a nest, a helmet, and a scope.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male.
What?
This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
Yeah, no, it's still female. I heard the sounds. I'm crazy.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
It could maybe roll it, like a dung beetle.
I think it reproduces by parthenogenics.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
Observation.
Well, then it wouldn't matter if it's a male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation.
Trent, what the hell are we talking about?
That makes sense. Yes.
Very interesting. Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the whole species.
You know, it's
We're
actually
probably looking at
pretty
conservation
funny.
efforts here.
I'm looking at this 3 hours in. I thought I was gonna beat this game in an hour and a half. Like, I legit thought I had an hour and a half left of this game. We're in 3 hours. What the hell happened?
In his mind, he's already planning a nature reserve and knows a good guy for that.
Nature reserve, huh? I think it emits a chemical. Yep.
Yes. That would be a chiromone. A pheromone that's seemingly beneficial to the host. It usually stimulates the affected nervous system. Not a human's, of course, but perhaps a predator's?
The perpetrators seem intoxicated somehow, like an addict. It's just a hunch, but
There are species of bees that, under the influence of chiromones, take wasp larvae to their hives. Ants do the same with aphids, thinking they're... Do you think this is how it stayed hidden?
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have to be connected to the case. The case is 100% prosecutable, without any chiromones.
he's just saying, "Hey, we don't need the phasmid to say it's part of the case. We want to get this guy, this killer, in jail without any crazy shit."
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course. We should treat the case and the phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
He shakes his head.
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
Yeah. It had mandibles that look like hair and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value
Good.
of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
Alright, sorry about the blowing. This something stuck in my damn keyboard.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
No shit, Trent.
Without it,
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
But still.
Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
No. We don't need to talk about the drug lab. So, what do you say? Want to stick this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
Yeah, of course I did. Come on, John, let me in, John.
So I have to, Jude.
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Hey, look at that, I'm back in.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
I'm in.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Hold up now, fams. I got a few questions.
The man looks westward, impatiently.
This man said random lore. He put a random lore in here. Jeez. Okay, random lore. Let me think about it. Random lore. Okay. I got something for you. So, back in the day, actually, hold on a second. Do I still have the video? Do I still have this video? Okay, I don't have the video. Alright. So, back in my university, Bradford University, we have a nice pirate ship there. It's next to a building in the middle of campus. and a lot of folks can do, you know, they can go inside the pirate ship. It's big, but not so big to where, you know, it can be a ride, but just enough for 3 people to like walk inside it and like chill out. So this is like junior year, and me and my roomies are like, hey yo, we need to do something. You know, we need to feel the magic of Mother Nature, and we can't do that in the room. So we walking out, you know, walking out, we see the pirate ship. We're like, oh cool, bet, bet, bet. We're walking to the pirate ship, we walk inside, and we started praising Mother Nature. So as we're doing this, we hear noises. Everyone's quiet. Only thing that's left is the smell. So we became so quiet that I could have sworn I heard like breath, like someone's breath, like someone's breathing loudly, and it wasn't us. Like it wasn't. Like, it was someone's breathing loudly outside, and we're holding our breaths, and we're just hearing footsteps, and they walk past us, right? And we're like, all right, cool, we're done. We left. So, I shit you not. So we're walking out. All of a sudden, these bastards stayed behind. Like, they walked a few steps over, watching us. And when we turned to see them, I shit you not, I learned something that day. I learned that when it comes to fight or flight or adrenaline, I'm a madman. I said, fuck everything. And I dipped. I mean, I ran. I said, bye. I did not care about the world. I did not care about who was with me. I was gone. I literally ran a good 5 minutes in the opposite direction where my friends were. And by the time I was done, I'm looking around. I'm like, what's going on? So I'm walking continuously through the streets. I'm getting text messages left and right. I'm not picking them up or anything. I'm just walking. And then, behold, I see the mart. I see a mart in front of me, a grocery store, not a grocery store, just a small mini mart. I walk inside, and that's where I meet the coolest dude I've ever seen. This nice, cool dude working the cashier. He has this bomb-ass mozzarella sticks. Oh boy. Now, I wasn't really a fan of mozzarella sticks. Like, you know, I was, you know, here or there with mozzarella sticks. But, oh man, when I tell you, when I saw these mozzarella sticks, I was like, can I have some, good sir? Provided me with some sticks, and let me just say this. When I took a bite out of these sticks with mozzarella marinara sauce, I'm never going to have the same experience again. No matter how tired I was, no matter how in nature I was feeling, no matter how drunk I was. I don't know what combination, but I'll never get that same taste I got from those mozzarella sticks. It was heaven itself. And that is the lore of me loving mozzarella sticks. Like, I didn't really dig them that much, but when I ate those sticks, ooh-wee. I was a new man. It changed inside of me. Something happened. I don't know. But that is Outcast lore. Sorry that was very cringe, but that's what I got in my pocket so far. Give me like a few minutes. I can think of a lot better one if you don't throw it out again, of course. But John, talk to me.
Jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Honestly, Runaway, Marinara. You know what? Honestly, hold up a second. I think Sheets are still open. I might order some mozzarella sticks. But back to the game though. Who am I? Who is Tequila Sunset?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
But before.
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
No way. I was a rock and roll singer. Now that does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the shot put, your inexplicable facial hair,
The collection of flying sportswear I have amassed.
your love of retro-style dance music, how you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick.
Gym teacher swag.
The incredible stamina outputs. Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
Physical instrument. What the hell are you talking about?
And this guy, too.
What are you talking about?
God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Oh God. Contact Mike.
Of course. Contact Mike.
he's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy.
Here we go. Contact Mike is a reprise of the most inspiring basic sporting principle of open competition. A 5,001 rank outsider.
Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
Yes.
It is getting cold out.
When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
You said Kurion? Oh, I butchered that shit. I was a gym teacher?
Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
Uh-huh.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards. Kuro is just east of Jamrock. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Assel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
So juvie. Yeah, okay, thanks, Kim. So why did I join the RCM?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Of course, of course, of course. Harry wanted to get that money and prove that he's a better man, not just a gym teacher. Okay, I see that now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Okay, but why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Well, yeah, no duh.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
But who's this chick, though?
Dora something. Dora Engeland. Yeah, you mentioned her name.
Not Dora Dubois.
Wait, Dora England? Blah, blah, blah?
Something like that. Half Vazan.
England.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
So we're not even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was that?
God,
This.
I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
It could have been 6 years. 3. Let's go with 3. 6 years?
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one.
Now I've heard enough.
So have I. You bitterly dropped Dearest Dora and really tore me a new one. Twice a week, I think. It comes up.
I bet it does.
The special consultant glances at his wristwatch.
All right, we don't need to worry about 3. So precinct 41. What kind of station is that?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
What? We the bad guys? That sounds alright.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
He tilts his head northward.
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torsen and McLean?
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic, though. Torsen and McLean.
And a iconic duo, I take it.
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
We're trash, garbage. We don't deserve this. And Sea Wing is...
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
Other losers too. Alright, Trent. Way to put yourself in there. And Price is...
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office.
Oh, really?
They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Hey, yo, did we recently shoot up a church like idiots?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Okay, yeah, Ritter went away from the responsibilities. I was out of town. Nothing to do with me.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
What the fuck? I got shit tier clearance? Bullshit.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast.
Wow, okay.
Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
So I work in the Bloody Murder Station, eh?
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershaw. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant. Who are you? You're a gym teacher.
Oh shit, I pressed it again. No.
Harry, your love.
The Oz and this god.
Of course.
He's
Dumb.
been on about Mike
There we
again.
go.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being.
We gotta
can
tell
run like that.
Lena. Yeah.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock.
A cryptozoologist. She lives in the Jamrock on the Yes Road. Yeah. She told me about the Phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over.
Tabernacle.
Near where you live on Perdition.
Quite the way to say it.
Fine.
Question
If we're
is, do I
gonna
get
drop you
6
off
hot
anyway.
dogs or 5? So I'm trying to order some sheets here right now. I feel like 5 hot dogs will do just the job for me. You know what? I'll do 5 hot dogs. I feel like 6 is a bit too much. Standard 20 minutes. Yeah, okay. Boom. Got me some hot dogs on the way.
She
Love
and
to
her
see it.
husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
Hell yeah, Ken. That's what I'm talking about. My teammate right here. Forget John. He's an asshole.
Watch out, or she'll faint.
She can faint all she want. We rich. We got the money. Yo, Kim, what are you doing now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
He pulls up his collar and looks around. The cold spring light reflects the lens of his glasses.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says, tensions rise in Terminal YC in light of the débardeurs strike in Terminal B. Among representatives of every industry in Coal City, you read.
Yo, you want to do that at Station 41? Come to the squad. I don't think Kim likes me that much, but we'll see.
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, come to 41, Kim. We love you. Come on.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. I'm crazy enough.
You good, Kim. You
Can
good.
take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Yes. That's right. Think about it, Kim.
Flattered? Your Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
There we go. That's right, John. Kiss his feet.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first.
Beautiful.
But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Yeah.
He's really considering it.
Yeah. Look at that. Got Kim Boy here thinking about joining the squad. That's all we need to hear. We don't need to hear about number 2. I'm ready.
Fuck it, let's go.
Let's get out of
Sean brought
here.
his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41 atop the motorway, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time.
It's time.
Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmair? Yes. Dubois? Of course.
Of course. Of course.
Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
He'll side with Revachol. Love to hear it.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Ladies and gentlemen, the end of Disco Elysium. A new world. Case solved. New species discovered. Look at me and my partner there. That's right, boy. I solved the case. Shake that hand. Not even shaking the hands. I need an arm. Okay, that's even better. Good shit. Been a long 7 days. I'ma need a vacation. There it is, folks. Woo! I started this months ago. It took quite a bit, but hey, the job is done. Damn. You know, second time being this game, I gotta say, playing through the director's cut, I'm glad they added a director's cut. A lot better than the original. Sure, they replaced 2 voice actors, but that's okay. Some changes needed to happen, but overall, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna leave the game credits go on here. This is gonna be my break. When I come back, we're gonna do something else. I ain't gonna just end it here, don't worry, folks. But for now, enjoy the credits and, you know, bask in the music.